Hi there, and welcome to my next video. This is Nancy, the nurse practitioner, and it happens to be Valentine's Day. So I just want to say to all you out there, happy Valentine's Day. You know, your Valentine doesn't have to be a spouse. It could be a caregiver, somebody who takes care of you. It could be your son, your daughter, whatever, but even an aide that has been with you for a long time can become your Valentine. So hugs out to all of you on this special day. We're going to talk today about how to save energy when you have a chronic condition. A chronic condition is things like congestive heart failure, where your feet might be swollen and you have trouble breathing. You have COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, where you may be wearing oxygen. You just tire easily and you're breathless. And, you know, the best thing to do is to find ways to get through the day conserving your energy, because these conditions can really zap it, and to be able to get your chores done and take care of yourself independently. And because of this, you also want to have a good quality of life, even if you do have a chronic condition. So there are ways around this. You could go for pulmonary rehab, which is at rehabilitation centers, where you are taught how to do special exercises, or cardiac rehab after having a cardiac condition, so that you can learn also from physical therapists and occupational therapists special devices like reachers or walking devices, just to make you have a better life at home. So I had a patient who I visited, and she was in a wheelchair, and she told me, well, different days of the week I do different things because, you know, that makes me get through my apartment. So she would clean her refrigerator out on Monday from her wheelchair. She would do her wash on Tuesday. She would clean the bathroom on Wednesday. And it was really neat because she used the best time of day when she conserved her energy the best. And she knew what she was going to do that day as a task that she could do by herself. And it kept her independent, and it kept her quality of life good, and it gave her a sense of the ability to take care of herself, and that was important. So the first thing I want to go over is how to conserve energy. Would be to pick the best time of day when you're not zapped of your energy yet. It might be in the morning, it might be in the afternoon, it might be after a nap. So pick the best time of day that you function. And do the chores on one part of your home around the same time of day. It makes it easier, it's more consistent, and you know what you're able to do. Make sure to plan rest periods in between, and do as many things as you can sitting down. When you're getting dressed, when you're doing dishes, if you could sit on a chair of some sort, or a rolling stool that's, you know, has a back on it and is safe for you, you could actually sit down and do your dishes or cut up vegetables for dinner, etc. The other thing is you may want to put items in a box, and you could push them across the floor if you're able to do that, instead of trying to carry something, which is not a good idea. And this way you're not lifting and hurting your back. Or you might want to put the box on a little bit of wheels and then just push it with your hands so that you could push things from side to side. A very important thing that a lot of older people do not do but should is, as they're getting shorter, is to take everything off the top shelves that they use or try to get to regularly and put them on a bottom shelf. Put things on a counter, or even consider having your counters moved down so that you can get to everything from waist level and not cause any straining. You certainly don't want to be standing on a step stool, because that leads to falling. Long handled grabbers or reachers are really good because they can help you get things off the top shelf. So you could still do that, but you don't want to stand on a step stool to do that. So I was in a department store one day, and I was walking around, and I noticed this older woman with her daughter, and her daughter was walking around buying items and had a cart, and the mom was pushing the cart, and she was putting clothes in there. And the mom would stop and pick up a blouse and put it in front of her in the mirror, and, you know, would look around and walk with her daughter. And every place I went in the store, I saw this woman and her daughter. And I actually stopped them and said, wow, so it seems like you got your mom out for the day. And she says, yep, 3 days a week. I take my mom out shopping. Tomorrow we're going to go grocery shopping. And she pushes the cart, and we talk together, and it keeps her stimulated and gives her something to do, and it gives her exercise. So I thought that was really cool. And that's something you can do if mom or dad can get out and just take them along with you. The other thing that's really important to remember is when you're giving a bath is not just to comb someone's hair or put on their socks. Let them try to do it themselves. Give them the socks, give them the comb, let them brush their teeth, whatever you can do to make them be a little independent and be part of their own care. Keeps them functional and it keeps them moving. And if you don't move, you lose it. So you have to have mom keep moving. In addition to that, some sort of exercise should be done every day. Put the music on, start clapping your hands, raising your arms up, do some exercise. And I'm going to have a video for you that you can do from chair, sitting in a chair, or you can do it lying in bed so that the caregiver and the patient can actually do exercises together. Now, some people that are bedridden can't move their own extremities, and by using something called passive range of motion, the aids can actually help them move their limbs, their toes, their arms, their legs, move their head from side to side. And we'll do a separate video on passive range of motion in the future. But you want to keep everything moving or else everything gets stiff. Active range of motion is exactly what we were talking about with exercise. Just keep moving the arms and legs, clapping, lifting your legs up and down while you're sitting in a chair, etc. So this is the way to save your energy as you're getting older and still accomplish the things you want to do in your home. And that's really important because this way you keep your independence, you have purpose, and you feel like you're contributing to your own health. Okay, this is Nancy, the nurse practitioner, and see you at the next video.